You're listening to the icandemy podcast, the podcast for people who can but don't know how. This is where you get actionable steps to turn vague dreams into blissful realities. And I'm your host, Omoshola Victoria Wolabi. So let's get started. Do you ever think to yourself, I want to be able to impact lives, leave an imprint in this world, but you feel isolated, stuck, unclear on how to show up or get started? If you've answered yes to this question, I want to extend a very special invitation to you to join us on our upcoming workshop, the Courageous Confidence Workshop. This workshop is live, where we get to work together on that call so that you can crack the confidence code, awaken your inner giant, show up authentically, and attract your tribe. Head on over to offers.icandemy.org/courageous. Again, it's offers.icandemy.org/courageous. You'll find the links in the show notes below. Hey, how you all doing today? It's currently 4:30 p.m. today. It's a beautiful day in Christchurch. The sun is shining. The wind is just normal today. It's not boisterous as it normally would be. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm just thankful for this beautiful weather that we have today. And as I sit here recording this episode, this one's going to be a very interesting one. I just was thinking about when I got started because, like I said in a couple of episodes ago, Facebook reminded me that it's been 3 years now since I embarked on this journey of building this brand called icandemy. And for those of you who may be wondering, what the heck is icandemy? Icandemy is a fusion of words, the words I can and demi. So I can obviously is the ability to do something. And then demi is from academy, which is a place of learning. Because the whole idea for this podcast was created specifically to equip people who really had the desire to do something but did not just know where to start, with the resources, the tools, the spiritual growth to actually go ahead and lay hold of that which they see in their vision, right? And that is the whole essence of icandemy. So icandemy is definitely, in other words, means I can learn, basically. That's what it means. So yeah, and I just was reminded that it's been 3 days since I announced to the world that I was going to be starting a company called icandemy. And it's been a ride. It's been a ride in personal growth, personal development, learning, and all of those beautiful things that come with the decision to build something from scratch. And today I just wanted to talk about something that almost made me give up, just to help somebody out there who may also be on their journey of just starting out something, building something from scratch and not seeing any traction whatsoever. So when I started 3 years ago, I was sold on this false reality that when you start, it doesn't take that long. In the words of the coach that I hired then, I'll show you the straight line to the cash, was what she said. And I believed it. I was so naive. I believed there was actually a straight line to the cash. Okay, I believed it, right? And I believed it hook, line, and sinker. Like, no joke. I was like a baby who, how kids just believe that, they can walk on the air and they believe it? I was like that. And when it did not happen, I started to attach my self-worth to my audience size. And today, I want to talk about untangling your self-worth from your audience size, especially for those who are just starting out, because it almost made me give up, right? So when I first got started, obviously with anything new, it takes time. And it's shocking because in other endeavors in my life, I never had this mentality or mindset of, I'm going to do it and it's going to be successful tomorrow, right? I've always put in the work, paid the price, done what I needed to do. In me studying and getting my degree, in me having other side hustles, I understood that I had to go out there, market for a while, get my clientele base and everything. But for some strange reason, and I think it's because I just bought into this narrative so easily that it was going to be easy just coming online, becoming a coach and doing all of these wonderful things from passion, when it did not happen in the time frame that I thought it would happen. I almost gave up. When I did not get the listenership, the audience size that I thought I would get, I almost gave up. I literally stopped creating content because I was like, it's a waste of my time. If this person told me it was only going to take me 3 months and now it's been 3 months and it's not working, then there must be something wrong with me. I have to stop, because I was attaching my self-worth to the audience size. And what actually freed me from the shackles of this mindset was, I remembered when my son was 2 years old and I was going to throw him a party. And I said to him, obviously he's 2 years old, he's never been to preschool, he was home. And I just said to him, yay, your birthday's tomorrow, yay, are you excited? And he's very excited. He squeals like, yay, it's my birthday. Obviously he can't speak properly then, he's only 2. And then I say to him, are your friends going to be there? He looks at me for a while, like kind of strange, because obviously he doesn't understand the concept of friendship at that age. I said, who are your friends who's going to be at your party? Who's going to come to your party? He turns around, looks at me, and he yells in excitement, me, Gary's going to come to my party. Gary's going to come to my party. He's excited for himself to show up to his own party, right? He's not waiting. He's not concerned that he doesn't have any friends. He's equally as excited to be there as he would have been if he has friends who were coming, right? Okay, family, let's face it. We've all felt pain. We've suffered the losses. You know what it's like to want something so bad, but not see a part to its accomplishment. The question, however, is, do you know how to pick yourself up and move on despite what has happened? This is what I share with you inside of my new book, Good Medicine for the Crushed Spirit, a practical guide to helping you find purpose when adversity strikes. Inside this book, you will find personal stories, relatable biblical tales, and anecdotes that prove you are never alone in your despair and will inspire you to turn pain, discomfort, disappointment, or setbacks into something positive that works for you. So if you're ready to change your life in meaningful and purposeful ways, get your copy of this book today and let the transformation begin. And I was like, oh my God, if only we could all be like children. If we could start out that business, that side hustle with the passion of a child, knowing that, yes, when we start, nobody might show up to the party but us, okay? For a while, it's going to be just you at the party. But doesn't really matter. Who cares, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about you when you get started. Let that passion drive you. People are not going to get it straight away. Would you believe only now, 3 years down the line, am I beginning to get traction? Okay? And it's okay. It's going to take time for people to catch up, because every gift, every sincere gift will be tested for authenticity. And the last 3 years has been me testing my gift for authenticity. Do I really want to do this long term? I heard this phrase coined by Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, every gift will be tested for authenticity. And the last 3 years has been me testing for authenticity, trying different things to see exactly where my strength shines the most, what excites me the most, right? So I just want to record this episode to encourage you not to ever tie your self-worth to your audience size. I am still as valuable now as I was when I got started. The passion is still the same. The drive is still the same. I want to see people unlock, optimize, and deploy their gifts and their talents and get paid for it. That was why I got into this in the first place. I still have that passion and that drive. It doesn't matter. I was the only one at the party for the last 3 years. Maybe 1 or 2 people at the party, but it was not a party that had a lot of people there. And that was okay, because I also wasn't ready. I had a lot of things I had to learn. I had to grow. I had to become this person that I am today. I wasn't this person 3 years ago, right? The same way the aspiration and the vision you have for yourself, you are not that person yet. The aspiration is valid, right? The desire is valid. But you are becoming that person as you grow into it. So do not be discouraged that people do not see you yet. It is actually a good thing that they do not see you as you hone your gifts, as you become competent in your gift, right? It is a good thing because when you are on the mountain, when you climb up the platform, all eyes are going to be on you and your mistakes are going to be amplified, right? So it's actually a good thing that we are small now, where we can make mistakes and course correct immediately without the whole world seeing our mistakes. Imagine Oprah making a mistake. It's going to be headline news, right? These people literally live their lives in public, and because they're human, we humans are messy, right? We will make mistakes. It's inevitable. It's how we learn. It's how we grow, right? So just be happy. The Bible tells us, do not despise the days of small beginnings. Let us be happy. Let us be content, knowing that our desires are valid, our dreams are valid, our goals are valid. Even if nobody is paying attention, you are equally as valuable now as you will be when the whole world wakes up to who you are. Okay? So I wanted to encourage you to understand, like my son at 2 was very excited to be at his party by himself because he didn't have any friends. It didn't bother him. He was very excited to be there. It's the same way. It's the same approach I want us to have as budding entrepreneurs, as we start out, as aspiring entrepreneurs, as we start out on this journey to becoming that vision that we see clearly, right? It reminds me again when I just moved to South Africa then from Nigeria, and I was studying. And as I was studying, I was looking for a job. I needed a job desperately. I applied to over 100 jobs and I couldn't land even one. I was frustrated, but something's clicked in my mind. I started to see in my mind's eyes, I would see myself dressed up in heels with my pencil skirt on, my hair done, and I would see myself in my mind's eye dressed up like that going to work. And I didn't have a job. Nobody was calling me, right? But guess what happened? I finally got a job that I did not even anticipate. I didn't even apply for it. That was it. I believe I attracted that job to me because in my mind, I had changed my perspective. I was ready for that employment. I was ready for that, to become that personality of somebody who walks into an office, that powerful lady who walks in and makes a difference, right? The same way now, even in business, now that I'm in business, I am channeling myself. I see myself as that mogul. Like if you literally go to my Instagram bio, it says mindset mogul because that is who I am. Even though now the world doesn't know it yet, and that's absolutely fine because I am still in the process of becoming that mindset mogul. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. But there's some things I need to learn. There's some competencies I need to have as I climb up the mountain of becoming. And it's the same thing for you as well. There's nothing you start now that is going to just take off overnight. Right? We need to learn some things. We need to grow into that person, into that version of ourselves to lay hold on that thing. And on this note, I want to wish you a very, very prosperous new year where all your dreams come true, where you become the person, the man, the woman you know yourself to be. Okay? And as always, keep on shining. This episode is sponsored by our very own Mogul Mindset Training. Are you ready to embrace new experiences, see opportunities where you thought there was none, and totally surprise yourself? Because you can by unleashing the power of your mind. Mogul Mindset System is a 5-step system that helps you retrain your mind to work with you and not against you. So you can awaken your inner giant, 10x your impact, your income, and become truly unstoppable. The truth is, you, my friend, have a superpower. Your creative genius. And I'm here to make that power multiply manyfold so you can get past fear, self-doubt, and finally start working and thriving in your life and business. Ready to unleash your superpowers? I thought you would. Head over to mogul.icandemy.org. That's mogul.icandemy.org to learn more. So there you have it. Thank you so much for listening. And for more content like this, follow us on our social media handles. On Facebook, it's at icandemy, the Facebook page. On Instagram, it's at icandemy. Or come say hello over on my personal page. On Instagram, it's at Omoshola Speaks. On Facebook, it's Victoria Wallaby. Feel free to reach out, introduce yourself, say hello. I love meeting you. And if you have any stories that you feel will inspire another woman to action, I want to hear from you. I really do. I love hearing from you. Send me an email to hello@icandemy.org. So it's hello@icandemy.org.